Hi, I'm Becca Frucht. Jennifer Aniston and Justin Theroux toast and roast Ben Stiller.
I'll never let anybody hurt you.
Twilight star Kiowa Gordon considers Rob and Kristen's parenting skills, and expert tips to turn your wardrobe into a winter wonderland. All that and more in today's Pop Sugar Rush Live. But first, our lead story of the day. Jennifer Aniston and Justin Theroux coordinate their outfits and their hilarious tributes at last night's American Cinematheque Award Gala honoring mutual pal Ben Stiller. This is the couple's second official appearance since their August engagement, and judging by their megawatt smiles and effortless affection in front of the cameras, the weight of that $500,000 sparkler on Jen's hand hasn't slowed them down at all. Justin and Jen were clearly excited to heap praise on their fellow funny man's body of work. As his love interest in Along Came Polly, Jennifer was tapped to present a video package of Ben's on-screen romances. His package is surprisingly large, very expansive, and its lasting power speaks for itself, Jen joked. Ben knew that one was coming. As he told Access Live on the red carpet earlier in the evening, the gracious actor already expected his toast to turn into a roast.
I'm not worried. I know it will, and it's probably that's probably what it should be.
This isn't the first time the two famous friends have poked fun at each other for a worthy cause. In a parody video last year, Ben came up with a clever, search-friendly name for his foundation.
What? I never said that. What? Stiller.
For the URL, just check SeeJenniferAnistonNakedFoundation.com. Last night, Justin and Jen also tag-teamed Ben and Justin in Justin's self-directed mini-movie spoofing his Zoolander co-star. Obviously, this crew is used to giving each other a hard time since they've spent plenty of time together on and off the set. They even went on a couples retreat to Hawaii for the 40th birthday of Ben's wife, Christine Taylor. So, congratulations to Ben. Just so you know, I'm happy to fifth wheel on any of your future vacations with Jen and Justin. I'm just putting that out there. Although, the only thing that could keep me from hopping on a plane to an island retreat with the funniest couples in Hollywood is the fact that Breaking Dawn Part 2 comes out today. And I plan on being there as soon as humanly possible. Bella and Edward are raising a little half-vampire in this one, and that can make teething seem like a pretty big deal. Pop Sugar's Lindsay Miller is in LA to give us some insight from one of the film's werewolf stars, Kiowa Gordon, on how this parenting practice might have rubbed off on Rob and Kristen, and his thoughts on a possible Twilight spinoff.
Today we have Kiowa Gordon from Breaking Dawn here in the studio with us. How's it going?
Good.
Well, there have actually been some rumors that there could potentially be kind of a Twilight spin-off movie.
I heard
with the
those rumors.
Wolfpack. Really?
I don't know. I'm not going to hold my breath.
Really? Do you know any more than anybody else?
No.
Really?
Why would I know those things? I'm just an actor.
Well, would you want to revisit your character?
I think so. I mean, we'd all like to share in that moment again.
Yeah, definitely. So this movie, obviously, fans have been camping out for days.
Oh yeah,
downtown.
everyone.
Yeah, for sure. What's kind of the craziest fan moment you've had?
Oh man.
A lot of them, I'm sure.
There's been a couple. There's one where I had to do this radio interview, and a lady comes in with her big granny panties, asked me to sign them. That was pretty weird.
Wow, that must have been a first. Hopefully, a last.
Yeah, it was the first.
Too.
It was the last as well. So that was. I was good. I got my one done.
Yeah, that's a memorable moment.
Check it off my bucket list.
Yeah. So in this film, we also are going to get to see Rob and Kristen play parents with Mackenzie.
Mm-hmm.
They have such cute chemistry. What were they like as on-screen parents? Do you think they'd be good parents off-screen?
I mean, I don't know. I guess you would never know until you actually have a kid.
True.
To know how the whole parenting process would go. But yeah, I think with what I saw, they would be good.
Apparently, I need to add autographing granny panties to my bucket list. You can check out the full interview with Kiowa on popsugar.com. And if any mashup trailers for a Twilight werewolf spinoff do take off on the internet, they could end up in this next segment. In this week's Celebrity Viral Video Roundup, we've got Andrew Garfield belly dancing for charity, Hugh Jackman busting Daniel Craig's Bond chops, One Direction pulling a prank on some unsuspecting fans, and more.
Okay.
Single ladies.
Right. So is that that?
Yeah.
No, that. Wait. That. No, there's more. Okay.
Check out those Spidey moves and that midriff. Andrew acts all coy when Ellen demands he cut a rug for the kids, but then he basically does Andrew Garfield's History of Dance and nails everything from the robot to Gangnam Style. Plus, by the end of it, he's frantically demanding more cues. All I want for Christmas, and I think Santa Ellen can help me out on this one, is a couple dance-off between Andrew and Emma Stone. Or maybe a face-off between Hugh Jackman and Daniel Craig. Hugh poked some fun at the newest 007 in this parody promo for the Britannia Awards. Apparently, Wolverine has the inside track on the casting of the latest Bond.
Yeah, Jude Law got offered it. Will Ferrell got offered it. Yeah, I think Daniel was the only guy left, pretty much.
Well, I heard they offered Hugh's X-Men role to Zach Galifianakis, but who's keeping track? Seriously, though, who would win if Wolverine and Bond decided to throw down? We may never know, but thanks to this Bond battle mashup that pits all 6 007s against each other, we can finally answer the question that keeps us all up at night. Connery or Craig?
Just for the record, I wasn't with Green for my.
There is only one thing that instills more reverence and passion in British girls than James Bond, and that's One Direction. The world's biggest boy band does some undercover work and sneaks into London's Madame Tussauds Wax Museum to pull a switcheroo on some unsuspecting fans. And as you might imagine, they completely wig out.
No, I swear Liam just moved.
Honestly, I thought their hair was wax anyway, so this couldn't have been too much of a stretch for the carefully coiffed boys. And One Direction should be glad they don't have to compete for chart space with Jimmy Fallon and Carrie Underwood. They pulled the plug on their country rap project, otherwise known as CRAP, that's C''rap, when the success was just too much for the duo to handle. But luckily, Jimmy pulled some footage out of his archives to share with all of us.
Well, first I limped to the side like my leg was broken.
Shaking and a twitching, kinda like I was smoking.
Crazy, whack, funky. People say you look like MC Hammer on crack.
Adding something else to my list, a CRAP Christmas special starring Carrie and Jimmy. So we've covered a bit of everything for you pop culture enthusiasts, but now it's time for a little something for the fashion addicts. Alison McNamara is down in LA to show you how to take your office attire into winter with the key pieces you need, and some you already have in your closet.
When the temperatures drop, it's all about layering and the fabrics you choose. So I would go with really cozy material like a pair of wool trousers or really luxe velvet blazer. Also, depending on your office situation, I would go for moodier prints like a brocade, which is really hot for this season. Layering is a must, as you probably all know. I like taking my basics like a good sheath dress and wearing them year-round with either a button-up or a turtleneck underneath. Phoebe File for Celine showed lots of turtlenecks on her fall runway, and I like the idea of pairing a turtleneck with your suit. Super chic. Tights are my favorite thing to wear, I think, because I'm a skirt girl and I like wearing my skirts year-round. No questions asked, I'm wearing it no matter what. I layer a pair of tights underneath, preferably some thick wool black tights by Wolford. And the best part, they're flattering and they have a leg lengthening effect on the legs when you wear them with black shoes. And who doesn't want that? For outerwear, invest in one nice jacket that you can wear to and from work that's really comfortable. I'd go for either a cocoon coat, which we saw Jill Sander, Lanvin, and Celine, or a military coat that we saw Jason Wu and Victoria Beckham. Personally, I love a military coat. They're versatile, so look for epaulets and gold hardware. Fall and winter is the time to incorporate polished add-ons like leather gloves and a colorful scarf. One thing that I'm personally loving right now is colorful fur. We saw this on Lanvin's runway, and I think a fur collar is a really nice way to add texture and color to your look. It's all about knee-high boots for fall and winter. They're pretty classic and versatile, and we saw them on Alexander Wang's runway this season. I like wearing them with a pencil skirt and tights, or with some slim trousers. I hope I've given you some guidelines on how to spruce up your work attire for fall and winter.
Cold can be chic, thanks to Allison. And now we're going to spice up the holidays a little bit with some help from Yum Sugar editor Susanna Chen. You have a fun, peppery appetizer that's easy for holiday parties.
Exactly. I am here to save you from all your holiday party
Thank
drama.
you. I need some salvation when it comes to the party invites and worrying about what to bring.
Well, we're just going to do the easiest thing ever.
Okay.
A one-bite peppadoo antipasti skewer, if you will. And if you want to just start by passing
You've probably
me a
seen
peppadoo.
almond milk at your local.
Now these are South African peppers.
Okay.
And they are, there's more to them than meets the eye. They're actually not spicy. They're not hot, so you don't have to worry about that. They're sweet and tangy. And they're perfect for this little antipasti bite here.
So are these difficult to find? I mean, they're South African. It sounds pretty exotic for a pepper.
You know, they kind of are. They can be hard to track down. I look for them near the olive jars or in the deli section of the supermarket.
So you just have to do a little sleuthing, but you should be able to find them at like most regular grocery stores.
If you want to just start by maybe cubing the cheese.
Okay, I can do that.
And I will cut the salami.
With my beautiful purple knife.
I know, aren't these so great?
Yeah,
They're
these are
sharp and
amazing.
really easy to use.
Okay, so once you have the peppers, and does the cheese, like what kind of cheese are you supposed to use?
You could use anything you wanted. I like smoked Gouda would be really good, I think. I like pepper jack in this. Even a white cheddar would be nice. Go crazy.
So you can switch it up, and you could even surprise people and use lots of different cheeses.
Of course. Mozzarella, of course. That's what we're working with today.
Whenever I make anything with cheese, I end up eating half the block.
This is
while
true.
I'm making it.
I don't have any advice against that. Unfortunately, I do that quite a bit.
There's no solution to that.
And all you're going to do is just take the salami.
Okay.
Do you eat salami?
I actually don't. I am a vegetarian, so it sounds like, but there are ways to,
you can just vegify this. If you want to just
Vegify
grab
it.
a peppadoo and stick, plop one of those in there. I'm going to wrap mine with salami because that's how I roll.
And I could, they do have vegan and vegetarian versions of like sandwich meats, basically.
Exactly.
That are soy-based, so you could get that if you were really into wrapping.
If you
which
were.
I do like. I do like to wrap things.
Now all you're going to do is skewer yours.
Okay.
With a toothpick.
Boom.
If you wanted to make it super fancy, you could drizzle it with olive oil and chop
So this
up a
is
little
how,
bit of
like, when you're
parsley.
plating it or you're presenting
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Do some drizzling, and then you have. So this is we have parsley here,
Yes,
right?
fresh parsley.
Okay. And then
And
you
just chop up a little, sprinkle it on top. It adds a little pizzazz, if you will.
And what about these like little skewers? Where can you get? Is this just like
Oh
local?
gosh. Yeah, you could get this at any sort of cooking supply store,
Okay.
Sur La Table, Williams-Sonoma, Bed Bath & Beyond, or a toothpick will do.
Yeah.
Or frankly,
It depends on
you
the
don't
level of party you're going to.
Exactly. How stepped up is your party? But
Gotcha.
frankly, you don't even need a toothpick. You could just pick it up and eat it right as it is.
Okay. So I'm going whole hog on this one.
Okay.
One bite.
I might take one. I'm scared. You let me know how that goes. I'm just going to take a little nibble.
Okay, cheers.
Cheers.
I'm a really fast chewer.
It's really good though. I feel like you get the sweet tart element from the pepper combined with the creaminess of the cheese and the heartiness of the meat, and it's a perfect combination.
I don't
A
have any
definite
hearty
crowd
meat,
pleaser.
but I'm still eminently satisfied right now. And you're right, they're really sweet. You're getting a little bit of spice, but mostly the whole thing works really well. And honestly, taking the whole bite was nice because you just get that full experience. I've had like a minute now to enjoy it.
Yeah, exactly. It
really
all comes
easy.
together. Really easy, really simple. If you have 2 minutes, you're done.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Susanna, for sharing this with all of us. And now you have an easy way to bring an appetizer to your party without too much stress. So, Susanna was kind enough to help me make a veggie pepper popper just now, but the world won't always accommodate your food choices so graciously, which is why I'm excited about this next segment, because as an on-again, off-again vegan, obviously off-again since I just shoved cheese in my mouth, almond milk was my go-to. But it definitely was not available at the corner 7-Eleven. So health and fitness host Zalana Momini is in our LA studio to walk us through how to make almond milk at home, so we'll always have it on hand as a refreshing alternative.
You've probably seen almond milk at your local supermarket. It's a good alternative to dairy milk. It's lower in calories, it's full of essential nutrients and protein, and it's great for those of us who are lactose intolerant. So here's what you'll need. 3/4 cups raw almonds, 2 cups of water, 3 dates pitted, and a dash of cinnamon. This recipe makes about 3 cups of almond milk, but feel free to double it if you want to store more. You'll need a blender, a cheesecloth, and a large bowl. To start, you'll want to soak the almonds for at least 4 hours, or better yet, overnight. These guys have been soaking overnight. You can see they're nice and plump. They really do expand. Almonds are packed with essential nutrients, potassium, magnesium, vitamin E, and other healthful fats. let's pour them into the blender. And you can already see that the water is starting to look a little milky. Next, we're gonna add the rest of the ingredients. So I'm gonna add 2 cups of water. Beautiful. Add 3 dates for sweetness and make sure they're pitted. And then just a dash of cinnamon. Instead of using dates, you can add a teaspoon of maple syrup or honey or any other sweetener you prefer. I like using dates because they're a great source of fiber. Now I'm just gonna blend the mixture on high for about a minute. You wanna pulse it until it's creamy. Now for the last few steps. You wanna pour this mixture over a cheesecloth. This will give it the smooth consistency. Pour it over, it'll also get rid of the almond chunks. All right, and then the key here is take your cheesecloth, wrap it up nicely, and then just sort of squeeze it, get all the milk out, and you'll leave the chunks in the cheesecloth.
Pop Sugar's editors dig through tons of funny YouTube clips, celebrity Instagram photos, and shopping websites because it is our job and somebody has to do it. So we're bringing you the best of their finds in a new segment we call Safe for Work. Today's Pop Sugar's Laura Myers is sharing her latest discovery that's perfect for a hostess gift at your upcoming holiday parties. Let's watch.
Sugar, we've been covering tons of party decor and holiday stationery. So when I was browsing for some holiday hostess gifts, I found these gorgeous coasters from Sugar Paper LA. As someone who likes to host myself, I'm always looking for something that I can use for multiple parties. These can go straight from Christmas to New Year's and even past then. Plus, there's 15%, so they make a great hostess gift.
I'll drink to that decor. Right, so we've reached the end of our show, which means it is time for Celebrity Sidekick. In this game, you have one superpower, the ability to tag along with any celebrity you want, with one caveat. You have to choose from our daily options. So I'll show you 3 recent shots of our favorite stars out and about, living their lives, being famous and amazing. Then you have to decide which image you most want to photobomb, aka which celebrity inner circle you most want to crash. So today, you can sidekick it with after partying Rob and Kristen, or holiday shopping Adam and Ann, or secret sharing Kate and Boy George. So first up, we have Rob and Kristen hanging out in Madrid at the Breaking Dawn Bash, which is, sorry. Okay, just like an entire pepper. Okay, I'm trying to get together. Okay. Which is really appropriate, since Spain is known for partying until the break of dawn. If you third wheeled on this one, you'd literally live the vampire lifestyle. Dance all night and sleep all day. No joke, in Spain there's like an enforced countrywide nap called a siesta. So this would be a very intense photo to bomb. But maybe you're not into the immortal club scene. You want to chill out a little bit. You'd prefer some quality retail time with the newlyweds Adam Schulman and Anne Hathaway. Holiday shopping can be painful with crowds and chaos, but the glow of their honeymoon phase could totally rub off on the whole experience. Plus, Anne might drop some hints about SNL, which she just filmed and is showing up on Saturday. Okay, so the final sidekick option, Kate Moss and Boy George. This has to be the most interesting whispering in the world. And all the glamour around her book launch, they're at the after party. I think my verdict is pretty clear. Come on, you gotta go Boy George and Kate. He's like a cross between a pop star and a wizard, so he's probably sharing the secrets to the universe, or at least how to bedazzle a fedora. Plus, Anne and Adam are so in love, I don't even think they'd notice if you were speaking directly to them. And I need to get my party endurance up before I can pull an all-nighter in Spain with the Twilight cast. Thanks to all of you for sticking with us. I'm Becca Frucht, and this has been Pop Sugar Rush Live.